Good morning. I'm Joseph Madelon, and I've been so blessed in life. I wanted to find a way to give back more, a way to truly serve you. And together with some amazing people, we've created It Matters, because we believe it truly matters how you start your day. So this message coming to you today from some phenomenal ministers will be motivating, inspiring, and passionate. We know if we can get your mind in the right place, you'll be in the right place for everything God has in store for you. We truly appreciate the opportunity to give you this gift, so please enjoy the show.
Good morning. I'm Pastor Asonia Smith from Davidic Covenant Ministries in Hollywood, Florida. I want to talk to you this morning from the book of Luke chapter 10, and starting at about verse 25. My topic to you this morning would be a good Samaritan. Be a good Samaritan. We're living in a time where I believe that people are hurting. There are so many hurting people all over the world. Broken people, broken marriages, broken lives, broken everybody everywhere. And you know, when I think about it, of our teenage pregnancy, people are so depressed. Our young people are on drugs. There's so many different types of drugs that are out there to take down our young people. We need our young people. We need this generation. Broken people. And I begin to think about how to be a good Samaritan. The mental institutions are running over. They're out of beds. People are broken. We have to learn how to lend a hand and be a good Samaritan. Oh my God. And I've been thinking about, how we as Christians, the people of God, ought to begin to live the life that we say we are. Live who we say we are. We got to live, we say we are God's people. And we love God. But God says, if you love me, you got to love your neighbor. Oh my God. If we love God like we say we love God, then we must love God's people. We got to be good Samaritans. Here in the Luke text, Luke talked about a story where this ruler began to ask Jesus what he thought was hard questionings. He said to Jesus, what can I do? He's called an expert in the text, so he's an expert of the law. He said, what can I do to inherit eternal life? And Jesus said to him, you know the law. He said, you know the law. Jesus says, what does it say in the law? He says, the law says, love God with all of your heart. And then he says, love your neighbor as yourself. Jesus said, well, you said well. Then the guy said, this expert says, who is my neighbor? Jesus answered in a parable. Jesus was good for parable. You package it. A parable is a package. We call it a parabolic form. So when he packaged it, he says, okay, there was a guy that was robbed and beaten and left for dead on the street. And here came a priest, and the priest did absolutely nothing. Priest was the people of God, the church folks, the pastors, and so on and so forth. And then he says, here came a Levite. The Levite was the closest to God, and they did nothing. And he went on and he says, but here came a Samaritan, a good Samaritan, somebody with a good heart, a heart after God. He didn't have a position in the church, but he was just a Samaritan. And he was passing by and he saw the guy left for dead, beaten, battered, and bruised, like battered women, battered people, broken people. And he says, I'm going to lend a hand to you. I'm going to lift you up out of your situation. And he took him to a place where he could have got treated for his wound. And this guy was robbed. He probably didn't have any money left. So he says, I'm not only going to take you to this place and leave you there. Sometimes we help people because it looks good to somebody. And as soon as the eyes are off of us, we don't help them anymore. But this particular guy, he said, I'm going to pay for your treatment. And he paid for the treatment. I want to tell you something this morning. Learn how to be a good Samaritan. Jesus taught us to love our neighbors as ourselves. We are our brother's keeper. This Samaritan, he may have had his own problems. We're in this thing together. We're in this world together. We all have problems. You may say, my problems is too much to help somebody. But this Samaritan, he may have had his own issues, but he took the time to help somebody. This is what Jesus would want. He wants us to love one another. That's real love. Be a good Samaritan. Come on and clap your hands for the Lord.
I'm inspired. I hope you are too. It's time to head to the office. But before I do, I want to encourage you to come out in person and see these pastors at their services. You can find all of their information on our website. If you can't support them in person, you're welcome to do it through our website. We truly appreciate you. We want you to know that how you start your day matters, and you matter to us. Thank you for giving us this opportunity to be with you this morning. We look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Thank you and have an amazing day.